Hello, welcome. I want to actually commence this enlightenment section for most of you that are engaging with my periodic posts, educational posts, as you all know me into. So I made this post last week, which I said in 2026, you should form the habit of investment, even if it is to start with 5K. And I triggered you to ask me how. It the post developed a lot of engagement, and even I have series of inbox messages. Kai, una too like money. Anything money on our blood just dey shake. So I deem it fit that I owe you to actually come up to dwell into how you can actually practice what I said. Most importantly, on the post, I said in 2026, you can form the habit of investment, habit. So before I talk about how the 5K investment, I'll give step by step on how you should start. Remember that 5K look very small when in terms of investment, or if your purpose is to build wealth over time. But what you are going to benefit by starting with a little amount of money is the habit I talk about, the habit, the mindset unconsciously you are going to develop over the years on knowing how to make money work for you. The mindset of having the zeal to put your money out, because we all have fear of losing money. So when you start with little amount, it teaches you, forcefully teaches you on how to deploy your money out to work for you without that fear of losing it. So it's very important. Instead of waiting for you to have big amount of money before you start, you can start. 5K is even big. 1K can be your starting point. You develop that habit that when it is time for you to handle big money, when you have that millions, billions, you know where to put them and how they can make more money for you. Now let's move to the subject matter. There are so many ways at which you can start investment. You can, number one, you can invest in other people businesses. Most of you have brother or sisters that are doing small scale businesses. Sometimes these people even borrow money from you to make more money. When you are ready, you make it as your resolution that at this point now, I want my money to be working for me. People that have small businesses that you know, you can actually approach them that you want to invest in their business with 5,000 naira. And remember what we said, the money is not about making you rich tomorrow. It is for you to know, it's for you to develop that mind of giving your money out to other people to manage, to use to bring additional money for you. So you can approach that your friend, that your sister, I want to invest this 5,000. Then you people start negotiating. If I put this 5,000 naira, how much will I have in return? For some of you that don't like to consume interest, you can even also know how the business makes money for the person, and what are the possible means of the business losing money. Then you now know that if you put 5,000, at the end of the day, if the business makes 10,000, this is how much you are going to have. So you can do profit sharing with that your friend. Then the second way for you to make your 5,000 work for you is for you to go into Nigeria's stock exchange market, Nigeria stock market or capital market. It is a market where shares are being traded. Big companies like Dangote, MTN, they are called public listed companies. They are companies that owned by everybody, people like you and I. So this company raise money through capital markets. In Nigeria here, we have Nigerian stock market. There, in that market, they sell their shares to individuals. But mind you, in the stock market, you can't buy directly from them. It is only when they are doing public offer that you have to buy directly from the company. But in Nigerian stock market, it is a market of how you own shares. There are people that bought shares before, they need money to do other things, they are willing to sell that share. So you go there to buy from them. And that is where I want you to start this your habit from, habit of investment. How are you going to start? Number one, you have to open a stock brokerage account with any stock brokerage company. We have quite a lot of stock brokerage company recognized, registered in Nigeria. I'm not going to bother you with too much words, just practical. Stockbrokers are people or organizations licensed to be a middleman in the stock market. In real estate, we call them agents. Agents are people that connect buyers and sellers together and they make commission out of it. Stockbrokers are also like that. They are an intermediary between people that own shares that want to sell and people that want to buy shares, people that have money that they want to invest in shares. Now, there are, as I said earlier, there are different brokerage organizations, but the two I used are Bamboo and Afri Invest 2.0. At least we have Trello, we have Chaka, and the rest. But I use Bamboo and Afri Invest 2.0. Now, what you do is that you download. I recommend Afri Invest 2.0. Friendly is what I use majorly. Bamboo is just like a backup to me. So let's talk about Afri Invest 2.0. When you download that app now, immediately you install the app and you open it in your phone. You will see Get Started. When you click Get Started, it will go to an interface that required basic details from you, which is your email address, your phone number, your date of birth. So whatever you see there, fill them. When you fill, you click. That is, you sign up. When you click, you sign up. That's stage one. Then number two is you complete registration. You know that anything money in anywhere in the world need rigorous compliance. They need to check you that you are real. They need to check you that anything that happens, they need to have a trace of it. So that is where you have to complete registration. The details they need from you to complete registration is just simple. You need your BVN, your means of identification, either NIN or international passport. I think also driving license. Then they need a proof of address. Even if you want to open Nigerian account, they will tell you to bring NEPA bill. It's what we call proof of address. When after you enter your address manually, you open that bill to show that yes, this is actually where you live. By filling this, by uploading this, your BVN, your NIN, your proof of address, You use it to complete your registration. So when you complete your registration, the next step is for you to have your CSCS account. Forget about what CSCS means. If you like, you can Google person, but you don't need it as part of this video. I don't want to bore you with jargons. That CSCS account is just like an account number, identity account number, to register you on the Nigerian stock market, like your Nigerian stock market account. If you don't have that account, you can't trade, you can't buy shares, you can't hold anything. But in your case, because you choose is already a stockbroker, the stockbroker will process it for you. I think it takes like 24 to 48 hours. If you click, if you log in into your Afri Invest 2.0, maybe a day or 2 days after completing registration, you will now see CSCS number, and even you see another one called CNN number. Don't is this CNN or CHH? Don't bother yourself about those numbers. So it will open it will open it for you automatically. So after having that number, the next thing is for you to fund the account. Funding the account meaning, remember we started from your 5,000. Now funding the account meaning sending the 5,000 into the app. I mean, you're now investing through the app. Now, when you want to fund your wallet, you will see if it is Afri Invest 2.0, you see that green is a fund wallet. You click it. It will bring two options, either to do transfer or to do with your card. So I normally use transfer. I do transfer. So it will give you the automatic account number that you send the money into. So when you send the money into the account and you confirm send, it will load into the wallet, and you now see that your wallet is having that your balance of 5,000. Now you start investing. You remember we came here because you want to invest in other people's company. I started number one, that you can invest in your friend business or your family business, but sometimes trust can be an issue. But these ones are publicly listed companies that all those your fears are already carried away, except the risk that will come with that one, of course. So now you can now start investing. By certain investment, you can choose any company of your choice. These companies that you use their things daily, they are on stock market. So you can now be a part of the owner. Do you talk about MTN, Airtel, Dangote, Boa? They are there with their own shares. So you can now decide, the main of your choice, decide which one you buy. But me, I normally invest in companies that I have knowledge of. When I started with real estate investment trust funds. We have UPDC and we have UPDC REITs. You can anyone they deal in real estate. So that was where the one I started with before I go for MTN as well. So you can choose, you can decide any companies that you know. For you to pick a company, I advise you to pick a company that have existed for a very long time. They are stable in operation, so it can you know that yes, this one will continue to exist in the next 5 years. But maybe as a time permits, we can do videos and explain more on how you can choose a company to invest in. So, but they are there. How did you really know? If you on that free invest, on that you'll see invest. If you click on invest, you'll see Nigerian stock, you'll see bond, you'll see treasury B, you'll see commercial papers. So it is on stock that you are going to click. When you click the stock, you will be seeing the list of them. You can also, there is a search, you can search the ones company you are looking for. You will see them and you see their prices. Some stock are as cheap as even 4 naira. UPDC today was around 5 naira or 5.5. So remember, now think of how many 5 naira that you can have from 5 thousand naira. And there are companies that they also pay dividends. Dividends are profit they make that they divide and share it to their shareholders. While there are companies that they don't pay dividends, the only advantage you have is that your money keep on increasing over time. I advise you to also make research. Maybe with time, I'll also make videos to show you companies that pay dividends and companies that they over the years they have proven that if you invest in them, your money will grow over time. But I advise, depending on your investment choice anyway, you can pick either companies that pay you the dividends. Some companies pay twice in a year, while some just pay dividends once in a year. So either you pick that or you pick the ones that your capital keep on appreciating over time. What do you mean by appreciating? If you buy land now, for example, I made post even some few days ago talking about different types of investment purposes using real estate as example. If you buy land and you leave it somewhere, what you enjoy is that the value will go up over the years, 2 3 years. Then you will sell it high amount of money. If you buy it 1 million naira today, maybe after 2 years you can sell it for 5 million. It means your capital has appreciated over time. Then we have real estate investment that it generates dividends for you, which you do. Maybe you buy a property and put it for annual rent. It means that one pay you dividend, e pay you rent every year, while your capital, the one you used to buy it, also appreciate over time. It's the same thing with stock. There are companies that also pay you dividends, which is rent, annually. Some people pay twice in a year, while there are some like land that doesn't pay you anything. What you enjoy there is that your capital appreciates over time. This is your choice. You can decide which one you will go for. You can put your 5,000 and keep growing. And when you start with that 5,000, you make it as a habit. Anytime you have 2,000 naira, you don't have it for, just fund your wallet and use it to buy more stocks. So with that, you now build, because over time now, you now know which companies perform very well. It makes you to have insights of how companies make profits, and how, if you have big money, where to put it. So the video is getting long. Before I stop, there are some things you need to know. So you need to understand that the stock market only operates on working days. Public holidays, that I'm talking about Nigerian stock markets. Public holidays, it doesn't work. And on that working days, it only works from 9:30 a.m. in the morning to 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Anything within after that, you cannot buy, you cannot sell. Then the market cycle, settlement cycle of Nigeria stock market is 2 days. Previously, before it used to be 3 days, but now it's 2 days. That's why you see they say T+2. It means that, what does that mean? That if you peradventure you need money and you want to sell and get that your money back, it will take 2 days for that money to come back to you. It now makes you to plan. If you need emergency fund in 2 days time, you know when to request for sell before it will now hit your account. So this is how you can develop that habit of investment with your 5K. If you have watched up to this point, I want you to drop a comment on what next will you like us to do our enlightenment about. Thank you very much for being with me. If you are watching in YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course, if it is Facebook, just share so that more people can benefit from it. Thank you for listening. Until we come with another enlightenment topic again. Thank you.